Where many plants and animals are unable to survive, humans have adapted and settled into communities at extreme heights. Living in some of these places truly makes you feel closer to the stars than the ground. Join us as we reveal the 18 highest elevated cities in the world. Number 18. Flash, United Kingdom. Let's start off low with the highest village in Great Britain, Flash, sitting at 463 meters in elevation. It sits on the border of the three shires, a point where English counties Derbyshire, Cheshire and Staffordshire all meet. Around 200 people live there, with many skilled laborers from silk workers, coal miners, dressmakers and blacksmiths. Records of this village go as far back as 1401, and it used to be known as a center of illegal activities, including prize fighting and counterfeiting money. Number 17. Charlotte Pass, Australia. The village of Charlotte Pass, sitting at 1964 meters in New South Wales, is the highest settlement in Australia. Temperatures often drop to minus 10 degrees Celsius here, helping it transform into Australia's only snowbound ski resort. It is named after Charlotte Adams, who in 1881 became the first European woman to climb nearby Mount Kosciuszko. Number 16. Pradollano, Spain. The village of Pradollano sits at an elevation of 2,078 meters, making it the highest settlement in Spain. It has a population of just 380 people, but serves as the base for the Sierra Nevada ski resort, attracting skiers and snowboarders throughout the winter months. This also makes it Europe's southernmost ski resort. In the summer, it's popular for hiking, mountain biking, and enjoying stunning views of the Sierra Nevada mountains. Number 15. Ushguli, Georgia. Ushguli deserves a mention for being the highest continuously inhabited village in Europe. Located in the Caucasus Mountains at 2,100 meters, it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The village's Svan culture has remained unchanged for centuries, making it a living museum. For most of the year, Ushguli is inaccessible due to snow. But visitors who time it right get to explore the site with a spectacular 12th century church and enjoy amazing views, as any of the 200 people who live there will attest to. Number 14. Khinalug, Azerbaijan. Khinalug sits in the Greater Caucasus Mountains of Azerbaijan, 2,350 meters above sea level. Its population of 2,000 people endure temperatures of minus 20 degrees Celsius in winter. The frigid conditions have never been a barrier to settlement though. The first residents arrived more than 5,000 years ago. Number 13. Shimshal, Pakistan. Located on Pakistan's border with China, Shimshal is the highest village in the country at an elevation of 3,110 meters. It has just 400 residents and had been inaccessible to motor vehicles until 2003, when a road was built to the village. This hairpin turn road is not for the faint-hearted though. It's considered one of the most dangerous in the world. Number 12. Saint-Véran, France. The picturesque village of Saint-Véran in the French Alps sits at an elevation of 3,188 meters. It's the highest settlement in France, with a tiny population of just 249 people. Although it has a small number of settlers, the number of people increases due to its popularity with tourists with a head for heights. Number 11. Alma, USA. The highest incorporated town in the United States, Alma in Colorado, sits at an elevation of 3,224 meters or 10,578 feet. And as the town's website points out, it's surrounded by 5 14ers: Sherman, Mount Bros, Mount Lincoln, Mount Democrat, and Mount Cameron, all towering above 14,000 feet in elevation. It has a population of just 270 and is home to the highest branch of the United States Post Office. Number 10. La Paz, Bolivia. Claiming the title for the highest capital city in the world is La Paz in Bolivia. It sits at a very high elevation of about 3,650 meters above sea level. It beats Quito in Ecuador by 800 meters. Its greater metropolitan area is home to more than 2.3 million people who live at a very high altitude. Despite being the capital, the city is only the third biggest in Bolivia, behind Santa Cruz de la Sierra and El Alto. Number 9. Laya, Bhutan. Laya is a remote town in northwestern Bhutan, located at 3,820 meters above sea level, just beating Japan's Mount Fuji by about 40 meters. Home to the indigenous Laya people, Laya is known for its semi-nomadic lifestyle, with many residents being yak herders. The village is only accessible by a 2-day hike, though a road is being built. Laya has a rich cultural heritage with distinctive bamboo hats worn by women and a history linked to trade with Tibet. Number 8. Potosí, Bolivia. Once the richest city in the world during the Spanish colonial era, Potosí owes its legacy to Cerro, the rich mountain where massive silver deposits were mined. Its history is marked by both incredible wealth and the suffering of indigenous workers who were forced to work in the mines. It's also home to the famous Casa Real de la Moneda, a historic mint where silver coins were once produced. Did you know? People living at higher altitudes adapt to lower levels of oxygen by having larger lung capacity. This leads to improved cardiovascular health and lower rates of stroke and cancer. In fact, some of the world's oldest people live at high altitudes. Number 7. El Alto, Bolivia. El Alto, often called the highest major city in the world, is a large city with over 1 million people. Its name literally means the heights in Spanish, and rightly so, because it sits at an elevation of 4,150 meters above sea level. Located on the Altiplano, it overlooks Bolivia's capital, La Paz. It is the home of the El Alto International Airport, which also serves the greater La Paz metropolitan area. Despite its altitude, El Alto has a rich culture with a strong Aymara influence and lively annual festivals. Prepare when traveling here though, you might get altitude sickness. Number 6. Kibber, India. Located in the Spiti Valley of the Himalayas, Kibber in India is set at an elevation of 4,270 meters. There are around 80 houses in the village which are home to a population of around 366. They rely on agriculture for their main income, growing hardy crops like barley, peas, and potatoes. Despite its remote location, Kibber has a clinic, a high school, a post office, a telegraph office, and a community TV set. Number 5. Cerro de Pasco, Peru. Elevated at 4,330 meters is one of Peru's oldest mining towns, Cerro de Pasco. It was established in the 16th century and remains an important source of silver and zinc today. The town's massive open pit mine has drastically altered its landscape, creating an almost alien appearance. It's one of the most polluted places on Earth. Heavy metals from unregulated mines contaminate the water, soil, and air and causes severe health problems in residents of the city. Number 4. Parinacota, Chile. This town sits on the path to a volcano and is surrounded by the Laya National Park. The elevation here is 4,400 meters and the population is only 29. There is a small 17th century church here with watercolor hand-painted murals. Also, the area is home to diverse wildlife including flamingos and Andean foxes. Number 3. Korzok, India. The third highest community in the world is Korzok in India, 4,560 meters above sea level. It is a remote village near Somori Lake and home to just over 2,000 Chengpe nomads. The major economic activity is herding the sheep that produce pashmina wool. This wool has increased in value over the last few years, which has significantly boosted the economy here. Agriculture, mainly barley and oats, is the biggest industry in Korzok, where horses are used to plow the crops. Of note is the Korzok Monastery, a spiritual hub for the community located nearby, which is around 500 years old. Number 2. Wenquan, China. Located in Tibet at an elevation of 4,870 meters is Wenquan. It's a small village known for its geothermal springs, which provide much-needed warmth in the frigid conditions. Interestingly, Wenquan means hot spring in Mandarin, highlighting the settlement's natural thermal wonders. Agriculture is nearly impossible here, so the community relies on trade and resourcefulness. Number 1. La Rinconada, Peru. La Rinconada is the highest, most notable true city in the world. The gold mining town sits high in the Peruvian Andes at an elevation of 5,100 meters above sea level. That is higher than the highest peak in the lower 48 states of the United States, Mount Whitney. What brought many individuals this high up the mountain is the nearby gold mine. In fact, around 30,000 to 50,000 people moved there between 2001 and 2009, when the price of gold rose over 200%. They use an interesting system where men work for 30 days without salary. On the 31st day, they fill bags with as much earth and rock as they can carry and proceed to sift through the materials looking for gold. They keep what they can find, and if there is no gold, they earn nothing for the month. Living at such a high altitude also presents many challenges, such as freezing temperatures throughout the whole year and no modern sanitation. These were some of the highest elevated cities around the world, but what about the opposite? Check out 28 real underground cities you haven't heard of before. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like these.